Welcome to Bullet Tree in Cayo, and I'm here with Louis.
Yep.
And I am Celeste, the real estate lady on TikTok. We were here just over a month ago, and we just had this field behind us. And now we're having what's kind of looking like a house already.
Yeah. We're six weeks into this project here, and what I was already telling Celeste when we did a prior video, I was telling you that this was going to be a pre-construction build, a pre-construction sale. We're 6 weeks into it already, Celeste. We've already got the footing, we've got the piling, we've already got the upright columns going in, and that's an intense amount of work and digging. So
all done by hand.
All
correct?
done by hand, and you'll have all the videos to show it.
Just a pick and axe, and
Yep.
yeah.
The reason I do these videos is to show you the quality of the construction, to show you where to get the bang for your buck for your money. And don't ever sell yourself short. So that's, you can, you being the real estate lady, she's constantly telling me about people that want to come to Belize. They want to, enjoy the ocean and the seaside, but can't afford it. Here, you can afford to have this. You can be anywhere you want to be in the entire country by midday, and you can have a quality construction that's a third of the price it would be to buy this in the islands. So it's only kind of makes sense to go with something like this. And let me just say this to you, dear. This one is one of 6 that we have. All right, we've already sold 2. We've got 3 sitting there and 1 more going here. So this one is a very good possibility. If you're looking to move to Belize now, she's a real estate lady, we would probably consider in-house financing on this one at a reasonable price to buy this before it was finished. An option for you. So that's for you.
Quality of construction. Since we were here last time, we had Tropical Storm Sarah.
Yes.
It drove right past us,
yes.
but
it still did its damage.
We had some flooding along the rivers, and it really reminded us that hurricanes are only intensifying, and that is something you want to keep in mind when you're moving to the tropics.
We had this conversation. Now, she's absolutely right. Hurricanes are a real thing in Belize. We've been spared these past few years, but when she comes, she's coming. Okay, and so just so you understand something, in the west side of the country, we're surrounded by the mountains. That's one thing. But the quality of construction of what I build, and again, she has the pre-construction videos, but it's not just for hurricane and weather. It's also some things that you don't really think about. So like massive amounts of rain, ground gets soft. Common sense would tell you when the ground gets soft, things move, they shift. The houses, this house at the end will weigh 100 tons. Okay. So the quality of construction I put into this, that's another playing factor too. You won't going to have any cracks in the wall, no foundation issues, no nothing. Again, quality of construction. And I will say this, people are always like, how can you afford to sell these and build these at that price? Because we're in the west side of the country, this is the industrial side of the country, so materials are definitely a lot cheaper, more affordable, more accessible, so we pass the savings on to the buyer. And that's just pretty much what it is.
Plus a huge factor now is you don't have to move them around as far.
Yeah.
Because they come from this area.
They come from this area.
Yeah.
So costing in for factor of gas and all that, but instead of saying, being one of these builder guys that says, oh, I can make more money. I don't. I take the extra money that we save and I put it into the quality of the quality of the work, the structure of the house, the extra cement, the extra steel, the extra work. Nobody in this country could ever say they can build something better than what I build and sell it for the price I do. That's just a fact.
And to prove it to you, we actually have a new channel coming up, Preconstruction with Cappello.
Right.
So you're going to see step by step how this house got to
from
this point.
From the ground up.
And then we're going to see the rest of the build in short little snippets. So you're going to know exactly what's happening. And then you're going to know everything about Belize construction, which is amazing. I can't believe how everything is just done hand. It's really craftsmanship.
It goes back to the mind descent of these people. Yeah. You ever wonder how the pyramids got built? Watch my videos and you'll kind of get an idea how maybe the pyramids were structured, because what these guys do is freaking amazing. How they, like she said, they dig it by hand, they pick it axe by hand, they mix it by hand, but it's a better quality job. Anybody in the world knows what's better than custom handmade?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So that in itself is one thing. And the other thing is, I have told Celeste in the past, by the time we finish this pre-construction video, you should be able to build a house.
That's true.
With all the information you're going to have on this one. So it's an A+. Yeah. If you're more interested in it, like I said, Celeste, she runs the show.
Yeah.
Obviously. If somebody's interested in this house, you hit up Celeste about it. I'm open. I own the property outright. I don't have any bank financing. It's all done and paid for in-house. So financing might be an option, or the price might be cheap enough if you just hit her up and find out you can afford this.
This is definitely one of the best areas in Belize to live, especially if you're concerned about changing weather conditions, and just a beautiful community to raise a family in.
Absolutely. And we've done it to a T. If you wouldn't mind, can we scan the camera around and show them how beautiful? And these 2 houses over here are also available as well. So a beautiful neighborhood to raise your kids in. You ain't doing better than this.
If you want the best, you're going to go with Celeste.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And if you want to see how it's made, it's Preconstruction with Capello.